Welcome to Season 2, Episode 15 of Full House Rewind. I'm Dave Coulier.
And I'm Marla Sokoloff. How are you? Today we'll be talking a little bit about Episode 15 of Season 2, also known as Pal Joey. This episode was directed by John Boab and first aired on ABC on February 17th, 1989. Dave, what is this Full House episode about?
I'm so glad you asked, Marla. I'm going to tell you. In this episode, Danny feels increasingly abandoned by his best friend, Joey, and his brother-in-law, Jesse, when they become closer.
Ooh, yikers. That's way harsh, Joey.
Hey, did you have a BFF growing up? Did you have like an inseparable friend?
Yeah, and you want to know something so cute? She's still my best friend. And
really?
Her name is Jamie. And Jamie Gordon, now she's Leffler. We've been best friends, I don't even know how long, forever. And next weekend...
What age? What age did you guys become pals?
I think we kind of started becoming friends in like 6th grade, so it was a little later. But yeah, we've been... we actually had a period of time where we lived together after high school, and that ended really poorly. We decided we should not ever live together again, but we're still so close. And then next weekend, we're going on a girls' trip together. So I'm so excited about that. Mom's gone wild.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Nice to have
How
a
about
friend
you? You got an old bestie?
Yeah, I have 2 of them, actually. My friends, and here's both of their nicknames, Cinder and Colonel.
Oh, naturally.
And,
okay.
Cinder, Colonel is, and we met in 3rd grade. And we just became instant. We used to call ourselves the Three Stooges, and because we were always doing little funny bits together. And Colonel became a controller at a bunch of automotive dealerships in Texas, but he's still really funny. He's like,
okay.
I can get him to, even though he's this like serious businessman, I can get him to be immature in one snap of the fingers. And all the immaturity comes back.
Great.
And Cinder is Mark Cendrowski, who directed all of the Big Bang episodes and Full House or Fuller House. And, so we talk on usually Saturdays or Sundays. We FaceTime each other and we laugh.
Aww.
And so my wife, Melissa, knows, oh, you're talking to Cinder and Colonel.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's why you're making all of the inappropriate 12-year-old jokes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But those were my best buddies growing up.
Isn't it the best when you're still in touch, like after all these years? And, I don't know about you. It sounds like you guys talk every weekend. Jamie and I, because we both have kids, it's like in jobs, it's hard to coordinate, but it could be like 3 weeks since we've spoken. And it's like we talked yesterday, so that's always great.
Yeah. We're lucky. Yeah, we're lucky we have those kind of people in our lives.
100%. 100%.
That's great.
All right, well, let's describe what's going to happen in this episode together, okay? I'm going to start us off. Season 2, Episode 15 opens with a teaser in the girls' room. DJ and Michelle are sitting on top of DJ's bed looking at magazines. DJ's teaching Michelle about how to recognize cute guys. It's always a great thing to teach your sister. DJ points at a poster of George Michael and tells Michelle that he's cute. Michelle repeats DJ saying cute and rad. DJ asks Michelle to pick the cutest guy from the magazine spread out on the bed. Michelle sees Big Bird in her storybook and gives Big Bird a kiss.
How cute is that?
It's pretty cute.
Okay, the show opens in the kitchen with Danny and Michelle mopping the floor. He's teaching her, of course, about cleaning, a typical Danny Tanner moment. Jesse and Joey enter from the backyard. They joke around and unfurl a roll of paper towels down the basement steps as to not get any dirt on the clean floor. They exit down the basement stairs laughing. Danny tells Michelle that if he hadn't introduced Joey and Jesse to one another, they'd have never met, and now they're inseparable. Ooh, so it's brewing.
Yeah, here comes the friendship. Can I just say as an aside really quickly, and feel free to put this anywhere in the podcast, but I think it needs to be mentioned that I married Danny Tanner. My husband, Alec, I call him Danny Tanner because he is a neat freak, and magic erasers, the walls, like if a kid touches something or he's always mopping. Anyway, so I understand the Danny Tanner cleaning fanatic very well.
And I saw one of your Instagram posts where he was cleaning something in the backyard. And
all
made
the
reference
time. Well, we have fake grass in our backyard, which doesn't need to be watered. I'm not sure if you know that. And he likes to just spray it down from time to time. Some people go to therapy. Alec likes to clean. So that's his version of therapy.
Yeah, because you don't want your grass getting dusty.
I guess not. No. You just need it sparkling clean at all times.
Yes, I want clean grass in my backyard.
Yay. Okay, so DJ, Stephanie, and her friend Harry enter the kitchen. DJ gives Steph and Harry a math lesson using fruit from the countertop. Harry solves the math problem and then asks DJ where babies come from. There's a segue.
Yeah, right.
What is Harry talking about?
I don't know, but we're going to find out here. I've got a feeling. We cut to Joey's room, and Jesse and Joey are toasting each other with coffee cups in celebration of Joey's room being their new office for Double J Creative Services. They take a gulp of coffee and quickly spit it out. Jesse suggests that Joey remove some props and decorations from his room if it's going to be their new office space. Joey launches into a Pee Wee Herman impression, saying the secret word is office. Danny enters with Michelle. When he says the word office, Jesse and Joey scream, a la Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Danny invites Joey for a night out as it's Jesse's night to babysit Michelle. They agree to go out, grab some pizza, shoot some pool, and catch a movie. The phone rings. Michelle answers and quickly gives the phone to Jesse. Their boss, Mr. Malatesta,
He's back. Yes, Mr. Malatesta is back.
Their boss, Mr. Malatesta, informs the guys that there's a problem with the Chippy Chunk Nut Cookie account. Joey cancels his night out with Danny. They agree to shoot some hoops at the local gym, and Jesse says the word office, and Michelle does the Pee Wee Herman scream.
We cut to the living room. DJ and Stephanie are going through the mail, and Harry enters holding a large lollipop with I love you emblazoned on it. Thinking it's for her, Stephanie says, thank you, Harry. And then Harry reveals that it's actually for DJ. Oh, whoa. Harry asks DJ out for lunch.
Yikes.
Harry exits, and Stephanie tells DJ that she stole her man. Jesse enters and tells Joey that they saved the Chippy Chunk Cookie account, and a bunch of people are headed over to a local restaurant to celebrate. Joey and Danny decide to play a quick round of sudden death to finish the game so that Joey can join Jesse in the celebration. Danny fouls Joey. As Joey calls the foul, Jesse agrees with the call. Well, now Danny realizes that Jesse has sided with Joey, and he exits.
Cut to the girls' room. Michelle is sitting in her crib as DJ enters. Stephanie enters and tells DJ that she no longer wants to share a bedroom with her and calls her a no-good, skunky, ratty, rotten, lame old boyfriend stealer and exits.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot to let settle in.
Yeah, she really thought that one through.
Oh, yeah. We cut to the living room, and Danny is vacuuming the couch, of course. Jesse and Joey enter, and things get quickly heated when Joey asks Danny why he walked off the basketball court earlier in the day. Jesse intervenes as Danny and Joey recall how they became great friends in 5th grade.
We cut to a flashback of 5th grade Danny sitting on a bench in the school playground. He holds a tissue to his nose, which is bleeding. 5th grade Joey enters, escorted by a school teacher. She makes him sit on the bench next to Danny. The school bully enters and begins to badger Danny. Joey quickly steps up to the bully and begins berating him with jokes. The other kids in the schoolyard laugh. The bully is visibly humiliated and exits. Danny asks Joey where he got all the funny jokes from. Joey shows Danny his joke book.
As young Danny and Joey share a laugh, the bully re-enters with the teacher. He tells her that Joey was picking on him. The teacher tells Joey that she's going to call his parents. The tide quickly turns as the teacher discovers that the bully was at fault. Danny and Joey declare that they are soul brothers and decide that they each have to bury something really important. Young Jesse gets reprimanded by the same teacher and seats him on the bench next to Joey and Danny. Jesse looks at the attractive teacher and says, "Have mercy." That was funny. Little kid saying that. Yeah, that was very funny.
Adorable. We cut back to the living room. Jesse tells the guys how attracted he was to the school teacher. It's a little creepy, Jesse, but okay. Much. Jesse tells Danny and Joey how lucky they are to have each other as best friends. Danny resists and tells Joey that he wants to dig up the box and remove it from being buried with Joey's. Danny and Joey exit.
Then we cut to DJ holding Michelle and exiting the girls' room. DJ tells Michelle that she can't stay in her room and brings her across the hall to Stephanie. Stephanie returns Michelle to DJ. As Michelle exits, Harry enters and DJ and Stephanie continue arguing.
All right, Jesse enters and brings the group to his room where he oversees the conversation about Harry, DJ, and Stephanie. DJ tells Harry how great Stephanie is. DJ and Jesse stand behind Stephanie and Harry and manipulate their arms like puppets and mimic their voices. Harry begs for forgiveness and Stephanie forgives Harry.
We cut to Danny and Joey who are digging up the items that they buried when they were kids. I just love this scene. They begin pulling the items from the canister. Danny removes his Giants cap and places it on Joey's head. Joey removes his insult book. They remove a piece of paper. It's a pledge that they made to each other from February 23rd, 1968, stating that they are soul brothers for life.
Danny and Joey discuss how they've been lifelong friends. Danny tells Joey he misses the way their friendship used to be. They rekindle, do their secret handshake, and re-bury their stuff, pledging to dig it up again when they're little old men. We quickly flash forward, and Jesse enters with his hairdryer and signs the pledge. They all do the soul brother shake, and the credits roll.
And that is what happens in the episode Pal Joey. I have so many little memories from this episode. I don't know why this episode sticks out so much to me, but I think it's probably due to the fact that I was, such lifelong friends with Bob. I met Bob when I was only 18 years old, and it just was like going back, watching this, us as little kids, even though we didn't know each other as little kids, but going back, having our characters go back, especially with John, how close I eventually became with John throughout the series. It was just such a heartwarming episode for me to rewatch when we were going to do this episode and recap it. It just has, it's truly one of my favorite Full House episodes. Yeah.
I love that. I really love that. It's so nice that you and Bob knew each other for so long. How did you guys meet?
I've said this on the show a couple of times, but we met as stand-up comics. Bob was here in Detroit doing a Comedy Store tour, and I was doing a new talent night. I was only 18 years old, and Bob walked in with two other comics, Jeff DeHart and Fred Raker, and they blew the room away. And Bob, the first two comics went on. Jeff DeHart was an impressionist. Fred Raker was more of a Tonight Show comic, joke, joke, joke. And then Bob went up with his guitar and I was like, you got to be kidding me. This guy is like the funniest guy ever. Bob was so good. He was so polished. He was so funny, so quick-witted. And I just went up to him after the show and I said, hey, my name's Dave. And, I'm 18 and I want to get into show business. And he said, well, here, I'll write down my number. And he wrote down his number on a napkin. I still have the napkin.
Oh.
I still have it in a scrapbook.
Wow.
And I called Bob when I got to LA and we just became best buddies.
Wow. That is such a great story.
Yeah.
And then you guys wound up on a show together. Like, how surreal was that you both got cast?
I know. And I slept on his couch.
Wow.
Slept on his couch. Yeah. And it was where honestly, it's where I first heard like Yiddish. Like I had never, I grew up a Catholic kid in Detroit, Michigan.
Right.
I'd never heard Yiddish, and Bob would always do these little Yiddish asides,
and you were like, what are you saying?
And I was just like, what? Say that again? What does that mean?
That's
and
great.
So it was great because, I went to every Seder, I went to every bat mitzvah, every bar mitzvah, I would go to synagogue, and I loved wearing a yarmulke, because I fit in with everybody. And Bob's parents couldn't have been kinder. They just were like my surrogate parents. They were so lovely, so loving. That Bob's dad used to call me son. He'd come up, and Bob's dad was really raunchy and funny. He'd go, "Son, how are you?" This was Ben Saget. "Son, how are you? Is everything good down there?" You know what I'm talking, right? Like, "Everything's good down there, Ben." Good. Because of all the problems you can have in life, David, you don't want one down there.
Stop.
And then you'd hear Dolly, Bob's mom, in the background. "Ben, would you stop corrupting the boys? Stop it with your talk." And
That's
Bob would
great.
just go, "Welcome to my life."
Yeah, I wonder why Bob turned out the way he did with those parents.
Yep. It was wonderful. Wonderful times.
So should we do like a game? I know we love a game.
Yeah. Are you up for one?
I'm up for one.
I think I get to ask you the questions this show.
I always hate when I'm the one being asked the questions.
But you know what? You do way better than I do.
Depends on the theme. Tell me what's this game?
If it was depends, I would be able to answer more of the questions, I think, in my current state. All right, this game is called Soul Brothers. In this episode, Danny and Joey rekindle their relationship as soul brothers. And I'm going to ask you some questions about soul brothers, and we'll see how many you can get correct.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Question number 1. This wildly iconic funk music singer is known as the godfather of soul.
This one's easy. It's James Brown. Duh.
Yes, it is. Yes, and you're married to Alec. He's a music guy, so I'm sure he dabbles
there's
in lots
always
of
music at our house. We're big music people. Yeah.
Of course. Are you a music person?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge music person. I love music. I grew up emulating everything my brother listened to. So it was like, Def Leppard.
What? Oh, okay.
Run DMC.
Okay, big hair.
Yeah, like big hair. Yeah, we had a big hair. But he also like dabbled in the rap. And so, yeah, whatever he would do. I mean, similar to Stephanie, and DJ, just whatever he did, I did and wanted to be just like him.
Yeah, we sang James Brown's song, "I Got You." Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
So, okay. All right, you're 1 for 1.
Okay, 1 for 1.
Question 2.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're going to talk about comedy. Okay, comedy brothers. These comedy legends were named Groucho, Harpo, Chico, and Zeppo. What were they known as?
What's their names again?
Groucho, Harpo, Chico, and Zeppo.
Groucho Marx, the Marx Brothers.
The Marx Brothers. I love the Marx Brothers. Their films, Duck Soup is one of my favorites. A Night at the Opera.
Okay.
I just loved, and I loved Groucho Marx hosted a show called You Bet Your Life. And it was this great, say the secret word, and and there used to be like a thing that would drop from the ceiling. And this was when Groucho was older, and he was so sharp and so quick-witted and so fast, and I would just watch him and be amazed.
Yeah.
And then I realized, okay, I'll bet you Bob Saget is a big Groucho Marx fan, because he was so quick ad-libbing stuff, and Saget was lightning fast doing his audience, working the audience. So, yeah. So, love the Marx Brothers.
Okay.
So you got that one.
Yeah, I'm not even familiar with their content, but obviously I know their names.
If you get a chance, go and watch those old Marx Brothers. They're really funny.
Yeah,
really
I will
funny.
for sure.
Okay, question 3. You're 2 for 2. These brothers successfully designed, built, and flew the first powered airplane at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina in 1903. Not jumping out at you?
I don't know if I know this one. Do I know this one?
I'm an airplane guy.
You are an airplane guy. It's kind of unfair. You tell us. Who is this?
Well, yeah, but I could see the question, so it's terribly unfair.
It is true. Okay. I feel like I know this. We studied this in school. Is it Is it the Wright brothers?
Yes. Orville and Wilbur Wright. Yes.
I mean, I definitely don't know their first names. 100% don't know their first names.
It was called the Wright Flyer, and I think it's at the Smithsonian.
That's
pretty
rad.
sure I've seen the Wright Flyer, and then they have a reproduction of it here in Detroit at the Henry Ford Museum.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, pretty amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. But they say there was a French aviator, Blériot, I think I'm pronouncing that clearly, that they say he flew before the Wright brothers.
Oh, and he got no credit? That's messed up.
Yeah, but that's what, but it's controversial.
Right.
Controversial. So
Right.
You're 3 for 3.
Okay.
So you're 3 for 3. Okay, question 4. These two filmmaker brothers, you're going to get this, produced Fargo, The Big Lebowski, and No Country for Old Men.
Coen brothers, Avi. Those are all great films.
How brilliant are those guys?
Beyond.
I love their...
Yeah, beyond
The Big
brilliant.
Lebowski,
It's like perfect. It's a
Big
perfect
Lebowski
movie.
is one of the best movies.
So good. And Fargo?
Oh, Fargo. Yeah.
Yeah. Genius.
Have you ever seen
brothers.
the Fargo series?
You know, I haven't.
Didn't
It's still on, right? Like, I feel like it's been in the past couple of years.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, I never got
Yeah.
to that.
Sure. That's one of my on my lists.
Mhm.
On my list.
Yeah.
Okay, you're 4 for 4. All right. This one. Okay, here we go. This is sports.
Okay, so already gonna get it wrong.
Okay. These two professional American football quarterbacks have both won multiple Super Bowl championships and MVP awards.
Is it Travis and Jason Kelsey?
And is it Taylor Swift?
And it's Taylor Swift. Yeah. Obviously she's MVP.
Well, she's MVP for most people on the planet right now.
That's right.
I'm not sure how her throwing arm is.
She could do everything, Dave.
So yeah, these are two brothers. They played against each other. Nothing coming up. You're going to know this as soon as I say their names. It's Eli and Peyton Manning.
Oh, okay. Those brothers, right. Why are there so many brothers in the NFL?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
It's weird.
Don't know.
Okay.
There's been a lot of hockey brothers.
Yeah, don't ask me about those. That's your department.
Yeah.
I know nothing about them.
Well, being brothers, I wonder if they ever buried their jock straps together in the backyard.
No. Please.
I went jock. You
did. You tried to be a jock for a second.
All right. Well, let's get out of that then. With that, I think you're 4 out of 5. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So what do you say we just segue into cut it out?
I love it. I love it. Of course.
Cut it out.
Every episode of Full House has a heartfelt scene. And we've cut out a scene from season 2, episode 15, that we're going to read together, Dave. I'm going to play the role of Danny, naturally, and you'll be playing Joey and Jesse.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So the scene is Danny and Joey are talking at the school playground, and Danny says,
Amazing. When we were growing up, man, we did everything together.
We're still doing everything together.
Yeah, but Joey, it's not the same. I feel really stupid saying this, but ever since you and Jesse became good buddies, now you're partners, I don't know, I feel left out.
Is that what this is all about? Why didn't you just tell me this in the first place?
I didn't want you to get the wrong idea. I'm glad you and Jesse are friends. I just miss the way our friendship used to be.
Danny, I live in your house. I'm helping you raise your girls. I've always been your best friend. I'll always be your best friend. It says so right here in the pledge.
I know I've been acting like a jerk.
No. Yes, you have. But you had a good reason. Danny, I'm sorry that I've been taking our friendship for granted, but just remember this, no matter what happens, we're always there for each other. And they do their little secret handshake. Yeah. Hey, what do you say we bury this stuff again and come back when we're little old men and dig it up.
By then I'll be so shriveled up this cap might fit me. Okay, here's my cap.
My book?
The pledge.
You guys are nuts, man. I had to stash the girls at the Gibblers and rush down here just to bring you my blow dryer? Sorry, we needed your most prized possession.
Sign here.
This is to prove that Danny T, Joey G, and Jesse K are official soul brothers, pals, and best friends forever. You guys don't have to do this. I mean, come on, this is your thing.
Well, now it's our thing.
Hey, we're all in this together. Thank you, guys. I'm touched. But my blow dryer? All right. But if my hair looks like hell tomorrow, I'm coming back here and digging that thing up. Well, now we got to do the official soul brother handshake. Come on, guys. Isn't this a little silly?
We could all hug.
Let's do the handshake. And the scene ends. Wow, it's a beautiful little
That's so
Full
cute.
House moment.
I love that.
Yeah. I already gave my final thoughts on this episode, but I got to do my Pee Wee Herman impression in this episode. And I don't know if you watched Pee Wee's show, but I love the Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Playhouse? Yes. Loved it.
Playhouse?
Yeah.
And I always loved the secret word segment. I thought it was especially funny when Jesse and Joey did the scream when they heard the word office. And then I thought it was really funny when Michelle did the scream as well. That was really cute, really funny.
Yeah, I feel like Mary-Kate and Ashley, they got like funnier bits in this episode. And, you know, they kind of,
yeah.
I mean, I think they've proven themselves at this point, you know, season 2, that they could, you know, they understand comedy even at such a young age, you know, and they were pretty good for little kids.
And they were earning more gummy bears, you know, in order to do this.
They were smart. They were smart and funny.
Very, very smart. They were very smart. They were so cute and so much fun to work with. You know, everybody says, you know, never work with children or animals, you know, but we were lucky.
You guys decided to do both.
And, you know, we were lucky that they can do the comedy bits that we gave them. And, you know, it is such a, I don't know how much you've worked with kids, but it is such a crapshoot with little ones on the set. Man, you never know.
No, I have some stories for sure. So,
and we'd like to hear your thoughts and stories about Full House. Just tell us about your favorite episode, or just why you love the show so much, or maybe you got a question for me or Marla. Just email us at socials@podco.us.
We close every episode of Full House Rewind by giving all who need it, what else? A hug. In this episode, Danny and Joey rekindle their friendship and talk about when they first met as kids and became soul brothers for life.
And I have been so darn lucky to have so many soul brothers throughout my life, and that includes my soul sisters too. And I consider my Full House family soul brothers and sisters. And you know, I guess we feel that way about you too, our audience, right, Marla? What do you say? I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
All soul brothers and sisters, and you know, many of you who are listening to the show right now and watching the show, you know, you've been there since we first became a TV family. That's pretty amazing.
And we welcome all of those of you that are new members to our Full House Rewind family, which is kind of technically me. I'm new to the family, the Full House Rewind family. So we'll join together.
Yeah.
I'm new. I'm still new here.
And we love you so much already.
Thank you. Oh, thanks. So now it's time to give all of you, our Full House family, a hug.
All right, bring it in, everybody. Bring it in. There we go. Thank you. That's our show. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Yes, join us next time here on Full House Rewind. And you can watch all of the episodes on Full House Rewind YouTube channel. If you have a comment, question, a story, something you want to share with me and Dave, head over to our Instagram at Full House Rewind and send us a DM.
Dave and Marla.
Dave and Marla.
Dave and Marla.
Have the best day.
That's right. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Bye.